Very strong storms for some, especially in western and southwestern Nebraska. Thankful that a lot of those storms calmed down as they did turn into eastern Nebraska late last night and into early Monday morning. We're now seeing some of those skies start to clear already. A welcome sight here Monday morning. In fact, even a good view of the moon as we look over our Barry Law camera towards the eastern sky. A few cirrus clouds and those clouds fleeting to the east. Partly cloudy out there. Dew point still around 60 degrees here early this morning. In fact, expecting some of those dew point temperatures to rise just a little bit into this afternoon, with not a whole lot of wind to move some of that air around. So certainly going to feel kind of like a more humid afternoon. Once again, kind of similar to what it felt like yesterday. Right now winds are light, but expecting those to be out of the south, and hence why we see a little bit more moisture pumping into the air and into our area later on this afternoon. Right now temperatures past 5:15, 63 degrees in the capital city, a little bit cooler in New York in the upper 50s, also that way down towards Hastings, with a lot of us hovering around the lower 60s early this morning. Similar picture into central Nebraska, cooler in northwest Nebraska, Chadron dropping down to about upper 40s. Winds are generally light and around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Again, they're expected to stay light throughout the day today, so not going to be a whole lot of help in moving a lot of that more heavier feeling air around throughout the day today. You're starting to see those clouds break apart, especially in and around Lincoln, towards the Tri-Cities and Columbus. Some thicker cloud cover still around southwestern Nebraska, but expecting partly sunny to partly cloudy skies throughout much of this afternoon. Really going to be an uneventful day, especially compared to what we saw yesterday. But going into this afternoon, evening, a bit more increase in cloud cover, especially across southeast Nebraska, where we'll be watching for maybe one or two isolated pop-up thunderstorms that really should be just the regular type. Not really expecting any severe weather risk with that for today. So partly sunny skies, we'll call it a high of 86 degrees today. Those south winds light around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now going into Tuesday, that'll be the better setup. A similar setup to what we did see on Sunday, but the big difference to Tuesday is that better setup will happen, and those storms, rather than firing up out in western Nebraska, are going to fire up more so towards eastern Nebraska, almost right overhead, expected here in Lincoln in that marginal risk before they grow to be stronger, moving south and east of our area. So maybe some light showers out and about around this time tomorrow, kind of watching for some of those showers and how they may alter some of the environment going into the afternoon. But it's going to be a cold front that drives some of these stronger storms to develop through the heating hours of the day in and around Lincoln and Omaha by about 2-3 o'clock. But you'll see these really grow in strength down to the south and east as they're moving towards Beatrice, Nebraska City, Falls City as well, and really largely watching for some large hail, some damaging wind gusts again that could be around 60 to 80 miles per hour before those clear by about 9 o'clock on Tuesday. So still a very active portion of the first part of this week, especially by Tuesday. Today should really be mostly quiet for, I think, a good majority of the day. Cooler tomorrow too, with the timing of that cold front kind of only topping out around the lower 80s, but then right back up on Wednesday, and actually going to end this week on a much quieter note. So kind of a reverse of what we saw last work week. Plenty of sunshine through Wednesday and Thursday. A small chance for rain again on Friday, and with storms again possible on Saturday. You'll see we're hovering right around the low to mid 80s for quite some time into the early portions of this new month.
I'm looking forward to some of that sunshine later this week, definitely.
Me too. Let's quiet down for a while and hopefully stay that way, even though we're only about halfway through severe weather season so far.
Definitely. All right, Jessica, thank you so much.